Scare him away like that.
Well, the fight's still happening. They're just all in the same building.
What's going on?
Better question. What's going on?
This is practice number 9, so we got 8 under our belt. First time today that we have full pads. So we've had a lot of installation days, a lot of teaching. Have had really good work, been very happy with that, but today is the first day that we'll tackle, so we'll find out a lot about our guys here today.
Were you able to watch the game last night, the basketball game?
I did.
And how does a football coach watch a basketball game?
Well, I'm kind of a basketball guy. I've been to probably 10 games this year, regardless of what Mike Carey says. But I am kind of a basketball guy. That was a phenomenal game last night. It really was. I mean, it was sad to see our season come to an end. Villanova's pretty good. I think we would all agree with that. When you shoot that well behind the three-point line, you're probably going to win a lot of games. But great season for Hugs, and it's Carter and Miles. Obviously, sad to see their careers come to an end, but it was a great game.
The last couple of weeks, have you gotten pretty much what you wanted to out of the learning process and technique and things like that?
Yeah, our installation stuff's over. Okay, so for the remainder of spring here today, and the remaining, I guess, would be 6 practices, will be more situational type stuff. There'll be 3 scrimmages, and then a couple of the other days will be, just kind of teaching days off of the scrimmages, and then we'll have a couple other periods, a couple other practices that will be purely situational stuff. So, focus on critical downs today, we'll do some 2-minute stuff. So it's been good. I've liked the process of where we're at. I think we got an idea of what we got, but got to put them in live situations, one to see how they respond and how they react. But we got to teach these situations as well, so we'll be able to teach off of it as well.
How is Will progressing, and what is his status at this point?
Who?
Will Greer. How is he?
Yeah, he's our starting quarterback. So his status is pretty set in stone. He looks like a 5th-year quarterback to me. His 2nd year in this system, and much more comfortable. His timing with the guys is as good as I've seen. So from the quarterback perspective, and it's as good as anybody in the country.
Do you feel like that 2nd year for some of these guys is really when it takes off?
Quarterback-wise, yeah. But obviously I've been here for more than 2 years. But with Jake calling the plays, and a new O-line coach, there was some different things that we were doing. And being able to have experienced guys 2nd year in the system is going to be critical moving forward next year.
Dana, you have a new analyst?
Yeah, it's a familiar face, familiar last name, a guy by the name of Ryan Nealon. I thought he was going to be a doctor. He was a good. He obviously comes from a coaching background, but when I coached him for 2 years, he was this quiet 4.0 student, that played hard when he played, but I always thought he was going to be a doctor, and perform surgery on people and stuff like that, but couldn't get the coaching thing out of his blood. Has been a graduate assistant for a couple of years, and it's he's a real smart kid. In those analyst positions, it's critical to have a lot of sense, and he's got plenty of that. So I'm anxious to see what he brings to the table.
He'll be performing surgery on your opponents now, huh?
We'll be performing surgery on our opponents. That's a great way of putting it. And that's the first thing I said. He goes, "What's the job?" And I go, "Well, you got to study the opponent and give us as much information as you can." So he's going to do that. But then there is an analytic side to it as well, as far as self-scouting and doing specific studies. And he's going to be great at that.
Terry mentioned the energy that TJ Simmons brings. Is that
Do you hear him?
probably, yeah. So that's an on-field thing.
He's the one running around over on that other side, but yeah, he does bring a lot of energy. He does bring a lot of energy. He's made some plays too now.
Also said a great studier of the game. Really takes it as a professional at this stage.
Yeah, he's he's a sophomore. The kid's got 3 years of eligibility. He looks like a pro and he acts like one too. I hope he plays like one. That'd be nice as well.
How's Giovanni take it to?
He's up and down. He's still learning, but that's an interesting spot that we haven't had since probably Tyler Irving, one of these ex-players that we got here. But that position, the receiving aspect of it comes natural to him. He's working hard at the blocking aspect of things, being in the box, being a fullback, being a tight end. He's got a good frame, but the receiving stuff's easy to him. But to be a complete player, he's got to continue to get better at the blocking aspect of it. We do have a bunch of former players. It's an alumni weekend, former player weekend. Got probably, their families. A lot of the families are here as well. So there's about 150 total. Probably about 50 ex-players at this point. First time we've done it. That's not a part of the spring game. So it's been a big hit so far.
Tony Gibson mentioned tackling is key. Are you anxious to see how that goes today with first slap contact?
Yeah, because we haven't done it yet. We've really attacked the basics of tackling. There's a lot of things that can be taught from tracking the ball carriers to fitting the ball carriers, but now it's going to see can we get them on the ground. So, I'm really anxious. The next time I talk to y'all, I have a little bit better idea of how these guys respond to. What's the first real football that we've played yet this spring. All right.